Oh, this is good. All right, I want to do this. Can you do that?
Hey!
There we go.
We made it.
We're here.
We're all like leaning over, looking at the computer.
Like, is it working? We don't know. That's always a problem with going live. We haven't gone live in a long time. I'm really glad for that. Like,
Yeah, I was just thinking how long it's been since we've gone live, which I'm thankful for.
for like all this stuff that I've got messed up in here. Like, man, I'm really glad I haven't had to deal with this program and YouTube. But good morning, everybody.
How's it going?
Yeah,
I'm just looking at our picture. It looks uncomfortably like we're standing like this close
Super
together
close.
unnecessarily. Yeah.
well, like you know,
the frame is really wide. We could spread
is.
out a little bit.
I mean, I could go all the way.
But I'm
over
also
here.
like way back here.
I want to lean on the table,
I mean,
though,
I could-
so I'm going to stay.
Did you guys get so? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're watching from your host home. Hope you got like some sleep last night.
Some.
Eat some breakfast.
Did
some
you sleep on the
breakfast.
couch? Did you sleep on the floor? Did you sleep right next to somebody, or were you?
Did you
get a little
accidentally
space?
sleep right next to somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Or did you do it on purpose?
Did you wake up next to
Did
someone?
you?
Was there like an arm in your face when you woke up?
Absolutely. Hey, leaders, glad you're here. Thank you so much for those of you who this is your first time leading Echo Weekend. We have a lot of first time leaders.
We do, yeah.
Students, thank your leaders, all right? Because this is them giving up their weekend for
Actually,
you to hang out. Yeah.
Let's just stop right now.
What?
Go thank your leader right now.
Yeah.
We'll
Don't,
wait.
don't pay
We'll wait.
attention to
We'll
this.
wait right here.
Yeah, see, look.
It is ugly.
Okay,
Yeah.
now, hold on.
What?
I just
She talking to you about
yes,
you?
Yes, I just
This shirt is ugly.
No, it's not. It's
I
a great
like-
fall color.
I like. Okay,
You look very autumnal.
autumnal.
Yeah.
That's the second. That's the second time I've heard that word. Are you?
At all?
Is
or-
it no ever?
Oh,
Ever?
okay.
It's
Did I hear it from you?
other
don't know.
related to autumn.
It is. But
Autumnal.
I've never heard autumnal. That's a new word for me. I've heard it twice now.
Well, now you know.
No, I know.
You can write the word autumnal. on
Amazon sent me this sweatshirt. This was actually a part of my Halloween
Was it a
costume.
gift?
Oh, no.
It's like, hey, we love you. We're sending you a sweatshirt.
No,
What
Am-
are you for Halloween? Charlie
Amazon
Brown?
does not care who I am.
That require a little.
No, I was a deer actually.
Wow.
Sixth grade girls asked Sophie why I was a deer for Halloween.
Well, wait, no.
Well, wait, no. So yeah, I was, and actually, I had a short sleeve brown shirt of similar color, and a sweatshirt just in case San Antonio was warm for Halloween or cold for Halloween. Did not wear this one.
But this has got an orange hue to it. This
It
is
does.
not brown.
It does. It is
Yeah.
brown. It is brownish.
Orange is just, or brown is just orange.
This
with
is brown.
more gray in it.
Is
right?
it? You as
Color
a
theory, yeah.
design nerd would know this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't even follow what you just said.
Brown is just orange.
Brown is just orange.
It's just dirtier orange.
So you mean Tim can't wear brown either? Is that the problem?
Don't wear a lot of brown, so I guess we're okay.
Hey,
He only
we're
wears
good.
blue and black.
I really do.
you
And gray.
know?
Lots of
And gray, and gray.
Oh, I wear lots of gray.
Did
Hey,
you know
guys-
that gray is just black with
With a
Stop
little bit of
it.
white. Yeah. That I did know.
All right. So hey, we got a couple announcements for you this morning, and some of you already know. But
Speaking of deer,
speaking of deer, are there deer there?
So I would
Probably.
Well, a special kind of deer.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
not
It's
like
true.
the deer we have running around right
Outside.
now. Like there's
literally.
one right there.
No.
we're bearing the lead.
Okay. Hey, we're going to the zoo this afternoon.
Yay!
And we're really excited. Like it's going to be great.
I'm actually genuinely excited.
Yeah,
to go
it'll be
to the
fun.
zoo.
You know what I did realize is they've got all their Christmas stuff set up.
That's
do
right.
they?
They just put it up like last night. I
Sweet.
got an email from the zoo saying, "Come look at our lights."
So we've got tons of Christmas stuff at the zoo that you're going to see, tons of animals that you're going to see. If you haven't been to the zoo, in a
And
long
there's the
time-
animals at the zoo too.
There are animals. I like the zoo. No, there are animals there. You're going to get to see them. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get to be there. But you have to find us before you go inside because we've got your tickets. So don't just
We
walk
did
on into
that
the zoo.
on purpose.
Yeah, come find us. We'll be at the entrance to the zoo. Come find us. We'll make sure that you and your group get your tickets. That's going to be great. If the zoo, for some reason, you don't think the zoo is not exciting enough on
You're
its
crazy.
own, you're crazy. I agree. We also have a scavenger hunt for you guys.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to be sending your leaders a scavenger hunt list through GroupMe, and you guys are going to be able to go and take part in that.
Are there any prizes?
Oh, there are absolutely
Okay,
prizes.
good.
Yeah, no,
I mean, we're not going to tell you what they are.
no,
are
not
they good prizes?
No, they will be
They're
good
always
prizes.
good prizes.
I'm asking for their benefit. I know that they'll be good prizes.
They will be glad they did the scavenger hunt.
Okay.
They will be glad they did the scavenger hunt. So what you're going to need to do with the scavenger hunt is you're going to need to designate like one person as a photographer because it is a photo scavenger hunt, and then you're going to need to send us those pictures with like your group. All right, so whether that's through your leaders doing it through Group Me or through leaders texting us, let us know. We will announce the winner tonight during our get together and our worship time. So that's going to be great. Scavenger hunt at the zoo. It's going to be awesome. Then tomorrow morning, you should have already seen the great new shirts. We don't even have one here right now, do we?
Don't have one.
Mine is at home hanging up.
Well, mine and Haley's are in my van. Because, Haley, I got your shirt. I remember.
I know where a bunch of them are.
All right, so
Then we go get one.
you should get your shirts today. Don't wear it today, okay?
Please.
You should wear it tomorrow morning.
morning.
Okay, so like we've got your Sunday outfit halfway planned for you, right? all you have to do is plan the other half.
You have to provide the bottoms.
You do. So make sure
Have to.
You have to.
That's not an option.
Make sure you wear that tomorrow. And so when you wake up in the morning, like wear your shirt. So if like your host home has decided to like wash your shirts for you, that's great. You don't have to. That's fine. That's going to be fantastic. No, this is important. I wanted to talk about this.
About me?
Yeah, about you, because we didn't address this last night. This is your last Echo weekend.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose that's up to you guys.
No, we said you're dead to us. This
Yeah.
is your last.
This is your last Echo
Tim-
weekend.
Tim-
It's already been decided.
Tim literally offered to kill me before the weekend was over.
We're not. We're not.
You
gonna
were
kill
pretty
Cameron.
accepting of it too, right?
Well, if you do it in that way, yeah, for sure.
We're not going to kill Cameron. All right. But no, Cameron. So Cameron's moving to 410 campus to be the college and singles pastor.
Yes.
Doug's going to take over here at Stone Oak. We're excited for the moves, but we're sad that you're not going to be like as involved with Echo Weekend.
Yeah, I'm bummed.
So,
but I'm excited for Doug, man. Dude,
Oh, it's
Doug's
gonna be
a baller.
great.
I got
Yeah.
to hang out with Doug a little bit at 8th grade boys' house last night.
Yeah.
And
nice.
he did. We were playing Halo, and he did the dad joke of standing in front of the TV, being like, "Am I in the way?"
Oh, nice. Did
Yeah.
Doug play Halo?
No, we by that point I wasn't playing either, so we were mostly poking fun at
That's
those
fair.
who were.
That's fair. Okay.
It was fun though.
How did you do playing Halo against those guys?
I thought I did pretty well.
Yeah.
You know,
You said you mopped the floor with them.
that is an exact quote.
So just eighth grade
grade
boys,
guys.
just so you know, while we were playing Halo, I was texting Tim and Ronald, telling them how happy I was that I was playing Halo. It felt great.
That's hilarious.
It was fun.
It's fantastic. So Cameron, we're really glad that we've gotten to spend all the time with
I thought you
you.
said we're really glad you're leaving.
We're really glad you're leaving. You're dead to us. No, we're really glad that we got to spend the time with you that we did, that we've been able to serve with you, all the stuff that you've done out here at Stone Oak. Just wanted to make sure it was said. We appreciate you. Wednesday night was great. Thank you for that. It was awesome.
Well, thank you all.
Yeah, and so make sure you see Cameron at the zoo, mainly because he's one of the scavenger hunt things.
I am one of the items.
Yeah,
Well,
and
notice I wasn't on the list.
What do
You
they
are
have to?
too.
What if they have to do to me?
I forgot what we changed.
I can't remember either.
Oh.
Originally, it was going to be throw me up in the air or take a picture with me.
It could still happen.
Maybe
that's bonus
It may
points.
still be. That
Yeah,
way.
I
We
just
could-
don't.
we could change it.
I just don't want to fall
A lot.
A lot, yeah.
12 times?
I don't trust the 6th grade girls to pick me up.
6th grade girls.
I want to watch.
That's
Make
a
it
challenge.
happen.
Yeah,
That's a
Ladies,
challenge.
make it
the
happen.
fact
We
that
will
you
see
want
this.
to watch makes me nervous.
Okay, so just wanted to make sure that we said that. Cameron, really appreciate you, dude. And
I appreciate
all
I appreciate you guys, and it has been a blast to get to do this with y'all.
Yeah.
But also leaders and students. I'm not going anywhere. I guess I just won't have as much opportunity to see you. So
Yeah. But
if you see me, say hi.
you definitely should. So make sure you say hi to Cameron at the zoo. All right, and you'll see him around tonight at Stone Oak. You'll see him around other places. But Cameron, appreciate you, dude. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to transition. We're going to have just a quick challenge for y'all, and it looks like Tim's going to leave. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go do something.
All right. Hey, Cameron. Actually, you stay up here for a second, then, while I want to ask you about this.
Oh, okay.
I want to actually see if I can change this while we're doing. Ooh, I think I can. This is going to be great. All right. So I want to put in this picture here real quick. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. I'll get on this side. Cameron, are you familiar with
The hero's journey.
the hero's journey?
Yes.
Okay.
As a concept, yes.
As a concept, all right. So this is Nerd Ronald here for a second, right?
This is Nerd Cameron here to hear it.
Okay, perfect. All right. So the hero's journey. If
I'm gonna
you
stand over here so that I can be seen.
There you go. So we can be. There you go. So if you like movies or read books or even TV shows, there is this thing called the hero's journey, and it's this like circular thing right here. And it normally is how we like have a plot happen. And so if you ever are like, oh man, that movie, it was good, but like it was missing something.
Yeah.
You know, like usually it's because it's missing one part of this hero's journey. And this right here is really interesting for looking at what happens in a movie, because you can kind of, once you know this, you can kind of peg it, right? Which
I know it's coming next.
Which is fun. Like, hey. So there, just to give you guys a real quick recap, there's usually like the ordinary world where things are happening normal. There's the call to adventure where somebody is like, hey, here's a problem, go fix it. Usually there's a refusal of the call. Where somebody's like, I can't do that.
I wanted to go to Toshi Station and pick up some
power converters. Right. But then there's, I'm going to quiz you because I know you can't read that from here.
Okay.
What's the next part after the refusal of the call?
Something bad happens.
Something bad happens.
Uncle Ben dies.
Uncle Ben dies.
Or Aunt Baru and the other Uncle Ben.
Right. Right.
No, Owen. Sorry, Owen.
So
yeah.
who? It's once after the refusal of the call, you have that meeting with the mentor.
Oh yes.
Right.
Right.
Who in your Star Wars?
Obi-Wan or Yoda.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then you have this really long time of tests and trials and
failures,
enemies and failures. Yeah. It's what normally gets called like I'm gonna go through here. It's normally going through the inmost cave, right? The dark cave. And when you're going through this dark cave and going through this is when you are experiencing the hardest parts that you are, but they're also preparing you for
what's to come.
All right. And so in Star Wars, you kind of have those moments where, he's getting trained. They go on the Death Star the first time. Absolutely. And then you get to this all the way back to all these lessons that you learn, learning how to use the Force a little bit, coming over this way, to that last trial, that last moment where, and again, going with our Star Wars.
Yeah, it's the easiest one.
Right, so he's shooting down the Death Star, right? That is his big trial. And then you get back to return with the elixir, right?
Yeah.
You've learned something, you're different, you're new now, and you get to come back and experience life, right? Okay, so go with me on this hero's journey. Normalizing mental health. Year and a half ago, I was in counseling, and my counselor was using this to help me be like, okay, Ronald, let's find out where you are in life. It was actually some really neat group counseling, and I was like, I like this. Like, I can do this.
You got to be Luke Skywalker.
Absolutely. And so, I don't know where you guys and you ladies might be, but when I was looking through this and thinking about what's happening, the really, really cool part of this is getting a moment where you can say, hey, I am here in my journey. Like, this is where I am today with what's happening and what's going on. And so I want to, let's see, I'm going to go back to this. Boom. All right. So, Cameron, thank you for that. So
go now?
You can hang out, actually, if you want. That'd be fine. So we were talking about being in repair this weekend, right? And for me, the hardest part, I think, of being in repair is the bottom part of that hero's journey, right? That in the darkest cave, in the trials and the tests and the problems, if we're looking at that to be like a Bible illustration, that's being in the wilderness, right? Of what we call being in the wilderness, but what the Israelites literally went through in the Old Testament, right?
Feels like we're in the wilderness of life.
Yeah, no, legitimately.
Because we're literally in the wilderness.
Absolutely in the wilderness. And so, like, there's this time where you think about the Israelites in the wilderness. Quick refresher, right? The Israelites come out of Egypt because God's miraculous provision for them, does the 10 plagues, and then, is saving the Israelites from this, brings them up out of Egypt, out of slavery, parts the Red Sea, sends them into the wilderness. They're not there for like a little bit.
No. It's not a brief thing.
It's not a brief stint in the wilderness. 40 years in the wilderness.
I'm not even that old.
Like, no, Cameron, you're not. I'm not that old.
Wow.
Tim
is that old.
Okay, yeah. So, but they're in a wilderness for a long time. And when you think about the wilderness, like, they went through a lot of trials. In fact, Hebrews 3, which is where I'm going to be here in just a second, goes through a little bit of that. Hebrews 3 talks about what's happening in the wilderness. And I'm going to look at Hebrews 3, verse 7. And the heading of mine says, warning against unbelief. It says, therefore, as the Holy Spirit says, today, if you hear his voice, don't harden your hearts as in the rebellions, on the day of testing in the wilderness, where your fathers tested me, tried me, and saw my works for 40 years. And you think about that. Like, for 40 years, the Israelites are going through the wilderness. And you can go, like, in the bad spot of, like, oh man, like, wandering in the desert for 40 years. You don't have a home. You're setting up your tent every day, walking a little bit, putting it back down. Like, I think that would get old.
That sounds terrible.
Especially if you're not like the camping outdoorsy type.
I get anxious if I'm away from home for too many hours.
Really?
Well, I'm definitely a homebody.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to go home.
I'm out.
I want to be comfortable.
There you go. These Israelites were not comfortable.
Lots of sand.
Yeah. Sandy, it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
But if you think about it, the wilderness. Can you imagine another time where the presence of God was so evident to the Israelites? Every single day, they get led by the Spirit of God, a cloud in the morning, a pillar of fire at night. Or like you are, imagine being an Israelite where you're watching God's presence like physically lead you, right? And so we see the wilderness time, and we can say, oh, this is really tough and really hard, and man, I can't go through this. But we also see this wilderness time of God being wildly present to the Israelites. And I don't know, like, if you're looking through this idea of being in repair, when it's made a mess, made new, we're all a mess. We're all going through a wilderness. And yet we can all definitely point to this moment, these times to say, God is present in my life. I saw a pastor the other day post on Instagram replying to somebody's question who says, what do you do when God is really quiet? And his response was, God's not as quiet as you think he is. You know, he's given you his word.
That's right. He's always speaking.
He's given you his people, and he's given you his Holy Spirit too. And so he's probably speaking to you through the Bible. He's probably speaking to you through godly counsel, and he's probably speaking to you through that still small voice as well. God's present through our wilderness. So looking at us right now, of the times that we might be going through, the difficulties that we might be facing, how present is God in us in our mess? Right? And that continues on with Hebrews chapter 3, verse 10. It says, therefore I was provoked to anger with that generation. I said, they always go astray in their hearts, and they have not known my way. So I swore in my anger, they will not enter my rest. And this is a warning to us today. Watch out, brothers and sisters, so that there won't be any of you an evil, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God. But encourage each other daily while it's still called today, so that none of you is hardened by sin's deception. For we have become participants in Christ if we hold firmly until the end the reality that we had at the start. I really think this is huge. As we're talking about like our identity and what it means to be a believer in Jesus and what it means to be going through our own messes, to remember that God's with us in our wilderness. And as we're trying to figure things out and as we're getting things wrong, like not believing the lie that God's far away and uncaring about what's going on in our lives, but rather God's close at hand. And then if you might be the one who's going like, you know what, Ronald, I don't feel particularly like I'm in a bad wilderness. Maybe I'm just kind of like going on. This verse has encouragement for you too, because it says to encourage those who are. Right. It says to encourage each other.
As long as it's called today.
Isn't that, let me check.
Is it today?
It is today.
Is today today? Okay.
And so just remembering that if you are feeling in the wilderness and you're feeling extra messy, God is with you. In fact, that is oftentimes when I can look back in my life when times were the most messy were the times that I could most point to this is where God was doing, and this is where God was active. And then also, if you're not, if you feel like things are going well, don't just kind of sit back and relax, but take this opportunity to find somebody who is going through a mess and encourage them and be the presence of God in their life. Like Cameron told us on Wednesday, we bear God's image. And so you, as an image bearer, being in somebody's life, you can help be the presence of God in their life by encouraging them and lifting them up. It's huge.
That's good, Ron.
So as we remember that time, you might even be thinking about a little bit with your leaders and going through today, like looking at how God has made you and how God has shaped you. Remember that we are all a mess. God still uses us, and God is still present with us. So persevere, not because of your own strength, but because of God's strength in you. That's my challenge for you guys this morning.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, you've got something here that we want people to see. I'm going to put this down a little bit. This is the shirt.
I mean, I figured go track one down and actually put it on and wear it for a little bit.
We've got this. We have the made a mess, made new. We're all in repair. I love this.
And mainly this is because I was supposed to put this on Wednesday night and completely forgot.
So you're trying.
So I was supposed to wear it Wednesday night when I went up and did the final thoughts before we dismissed Wednesday night, and then I realized about 9 o'clock that night, I'm like, I forgot to put the shirt on. So I'm making up for it now. So this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. I know some of you still haven't seen it. It looks real slick right
I'm
here.
in. Yeah, no, this is great. Cameron designed this guy. Yeah, good job, Cameron.
Thank you.
Well done. This is cool. Hey, Cameron, when you're not in student ministry, can you still design all our stuff?
I would love to.
He already said he would.
Okay, good.
I'll let him
I
do
already said
that.
I would.
All right.
We have.
But now all of y'all have seen it too, so this is proof.
Yeah.
I was quite literally just showing Tim and Ron our next set of special edition stickers.
Nice. Those stickers are awesome. I've kept just a few so I can make sure that they get in there.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, leaders, thank you so much. Students, enjoy your time of Bible study today. Enjoy your time of
2
hanging out and
sessions
fellowship.
coming up here.
2 sessions. So we're excited that what God is going to do in and through your groups, through Bible study, through your fellowship, through just hanging out. Lean into it. Be present. Be here. And really enjoy this time together with your groups.
Put your phones away and hang out with those that you're with right in this moment.
Absolutely. Anything else, guys? We good?
We'll see some of you very soon.
We will see some of you very soon as we go and hang out at your houses. All right. Y'all have a great time.
Have a good day.
Bye, guys. Boop.